viewers, welcome again. It will be my pleasure today to interact with all of you and to take you through a beautiful a series of sarees that we have lined up for the festive season. This time I would like to talk to all of you about supporting the handloom sector of our country. As Modi ji has said, every one of us must buy at least one saree every 3 months, which is a handloom saree. You know, if you're buying 10 sarees in a year, if we can make one saree out of those a handloom to start with. It's a red Matka silk with a small gold border, so that people who are short as well as people who are tall don't have to feel conscious about wearing the sari. The sari is going to be beautiful and it can suit both the sets of people, women who are tall as well as women who are short. And it's a beautiful silk, so it drapes lovely. You can see the pleats are so beautifully draped, and then it's offset by this woven pallu in mustard, and it's got a blouse in the same mustard color. So we can always get a little bit of embroidery done, or we can highlight it with mirrors, or we can just give it a piping, and you're sorted. Your festive season sari is ready, which can otherwise be used even for dinners and outings with family. Here is the second color in the Matka silk. The original one was, the first one was red. Now I'm showing you a beautiful midnight blue, or ink blue as it's popularly known. It's a beautiful ink blue again with a small gold border on either side, and then it's offset by this woven pallu. Like I said, a Matka silk is woven in West Bengal. But now Matka yarn, the yarn is being procured, and there's a lot of Matka being woven even in Andhra and other states as well. But more importantly, the color that we've used here, it's a beautiful shade of blue offset with that gold border, and we can always make a dressy gold blouse for it, or we can use this kind of a blue. The blouse that's come with this is a lovely grey. It's a shade of this blue that's gone into grey, looks more like the gold that is there in the border. But those of you who want a different blouse, we can always get you a different blouse made for it. There is absolutely no dearth. We can even do a slightly printed blouse also for it. So it makes it look really interesting, because a plain sari with a printed blouse always gives it an a more a younger look rather than a very traditional look. The third one that I'm going to be showing you is this beautiful shaded blue and sea green sari in Matka silk again, but this time it's got a much bigger gold border. One of the reasons why Matka is a beautiful silk is that it drapes beautifully. Like I had said even in my previous episode, Matka silk drapes as beautifully as what a crepe or a if you have to look at it like a soft silk or any of those drape, and it takes the shape of your body. So if you're comfortable with the way you look, it gives you the comfort, or you can always wear it in such a way that it makes you look very official and you don't have to necessarily show the curves. So I would say a Matka silk is the right choice when you want to do a semi-formal dinner, when you want to go in for a daytime occasion like like an engagement or a housewarming or any of those. And a Matka silk is also apt for an evening, provided it's got a certain amount of zari on it, because that way what happens is, if it's for a celebration at home like a wedding or a namakarnam or anything like that, it kind of adds that extra look to it when you have the gold border. So in this, there's a big gold border on one side and there's a small gold border on the top. and it's got very interesting motifs. It's got these deer motifs sparkled all across. Totally woven sari, so the deer motifs are also woven into the sari. And deer, elephant, parrot, all of these are the latest motifs in vogue. So if you were to buy a Matka silk which is shaded in blue to green with deer motifs on it and a gold border which is big on one side and a small on the other, you're absolutely in vogue with the current fashion. And it's got a beautiful blouse in the self color. Coming to its pallu, it's got the zari on the pallu like that. So it's definitely, you could even team it up with a nice heavy embroidered blouse and it can still work even for a wedding. So I welcome all of you to come take a look at what we are able to show you today, and then pick out of those and order. You can place your order either on Facebook, which is our Studio Rama page, or you can always call on the number that we're flashing